Fewer drugs have cast a longer and sadder shadow over life than heroin. It's inspired songs, novels, movies, and also killed many of the artists who created them. Opioids like heroin kill many people. 2021 was the year deaths from drug overdoses totaled over 1 million since 1999. What is heroin? Heroin is a drug made from morphine. First invented in the 1800s, heroin was first used as a pain-killing drug. It's used recreationally because heroin is capable of producing intense euphoria, which is what drives the behavior around heroin addiction. It can be injected, snorted in powder form, and smoked. What does heroin look like? In general, heroin comes in two forms. One form is a powder, and the other is a sticky resin called tar. The powdered form of heroin comes in several colors, usually white, brown, or gray. Some forms of heroin, like purple heroin, are colored due to adhesives or to distinguish it from others, more common forms of heroin. The other common form is tar heroin. It's usually dark brown or black and is a resin sticky to the touch. Tar heroin is most popular in the Western United States. People usually inject this form of heroin, but it can also be heated to create fumes that people inhale. Heroin has a distinct vinegary odor when it's smoked. How does heroin work? Like other opioids, heroin bonds with certain areas in the nerve cells. This changes the way people perceive pain, which is why opioids work so well in treating people's pain. However, this bonding process also causes the nervous system to release dopamine. This feel-good hormone can create feelings of intense euphoria in high amounts, which fuels the addictive behavior associated with heroin abuse. Why is knowing what heroin looks like important? Heroin isn't a drug that people use casually. If you're not using opioids, a dose of heroin can be fatal. One of the biggest dangers of buying drugs is not understanding what you're purchasing. Winding up with a baggie of heroin when you're expecting a drug like cocaine can be fatal. Also, fentanyl is used as a cutting agent for heroin. This drug is much stronger than heroin. Remember the statistic I talked about at the start of this video? Synthetic opioids like fentanyl were behind a lot of those deaths. Heroin addiction is infamous, both for its withdrawal symptoms and the relative difficulty of treating it. Fortunately, heroin addiction is treatable. The Edge Treatment Center uses proven, evidence-based techniques to help people free themselves from heroin abuse. I've seen many people come to us in pain and leave ready to live a full life free from heroin and other opioids. You can do this. If you'd like to know more about our proven and successful heroin addiction treatment program, reach out to us at the Edge Treatment Center today.